I've been in lockdown for 57 days. It's me, my husband, my 2 kids, and my 80-year-old mother who has advanced lung disease. So when I say lockdown, I mean really locked down. We're not going anywhere right now, and we probably won't be going anywhere anytime soon. I was really looking forward to our walking the edge in May, 520 miles of coastline to explore, but here we all are. So I've been thinking, what does it look like to explore my waterfront when I'm not leaving my apartment? For me, the water's edge has always been a place of solace, so it's particularly difficult to be in a situation where I cannot get to the water's edge. But I do have years of memories of waterfronts, waterways, water edges, and a whole lot of research to dig through, and a wealth of resources that exist online, all of which help feed my imagination when it comes to water and waterways. I remember going out to explore Red Hook's waterfront over 20 years ago. At that time, it was a place that wore its history on its sleeve, where dilapidated evidence of a working waterfront was crumbling into the harbor's water. Now that Red Hook shoreline has changed. Gone are the falling down silos and cranes, replaced by renovated waterfront parks and IKEA. The water is always changing, flowing, reshaping itself, and as much as we in New York try to hold the water in place with hard edges and lines drawn on maps, as if the water were another man-made structure, the edges are always changing, and the water will go where it wants to go. When Hudson first encountered the New York harbor, the shoreline was a soft edge, dotted with oyster middens and marshes and streams. As New York City grew and changed, so did the edges and how they were used. Harder and harder edges were put in place, and our access to the water and the waterfront changed over those years. But no matter what we built or how, that water still wanted to go where it wanted to go. Superstorm Sandy was a good example. The floodlines from Sandy traced not only the historical shoreline, but also the areas projected to be inundated by a combination of sea level rise, flooding, and storm surge. So now, as I sit in this moment of a global pandemic, unable to go to my shoreline, and thinking about, dreaming about, and working on ways that we emerge from this moment better than how we went in, with greater equity and prosperity for all, with a stronger safety net and alternative methods of working and living together. I'm also thinking about the futures of our shoreline. As the seas continue to rise, even during a global pandemic, what would it mean to create a more equitable, resilient, and even regenerative shoreline? Can we convert some of our shoreline back into marshes and soft edges to act as a barrier to the rising seas and a space for people to access the waterways? Can we build back a mix of small local waterfront industries that can help restore our waterways? What might we learn about the history of our water's edge that can inform the future we want? Please share your ideas on social media with the hashtag WalkingTheEdgeNYC. Thank you.